We need our land. Against us, we are the queens. We are the royalties. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Which order? Which order?
Hey, it has been a hectic day in office. It has been in service and defense of the country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law, and with honor, dignity, courage, and integrity to operate and execute a court order that allows the kings and queens to occupy the Union building. The head of legal, who is absent but has been available on the phone, wanted to speak to me about how to delay the whole things, and then I said, I'm not speaking to any person because I'm here to operate and execute a court order. A head of legal in this building must know at any time that from any court order that is there, when you have a dispute regarding that court order, you must appeal that court order to the court that gave the court order, or that granted or issued the court order. And that reality is the incompetence of this head of legal that is here, saying that he does not know that when he does not agree with the court order, he must appeal it. He does not know. And that's a national head of legal. Good people, let us stop intimidating one another in not knowing the applicable terms that makes us function in our respective functions. His Royal Majesty King Letitsa Moloi has sent me here inside with His Royal Majesty McPherson to have a court order operated and executed. In operating and executing a court order for His Royal Majesty could not come inside without any of his entourage going inside and then checking whether it is safe for His Royal Majesty to do so or not, and as to where exactly is His Royal Majesty going to sit. It is common practice in all kingdoms. His Royal Majesty cannot just only jump out of the car immediately and then go there without sending a person, his hand, to ensure that all is in order for the monarch or the kingdom to come and preside in that particular arena of that time and space. The reality is, kings and queens, this is now your building. In court record, we have been given jurisdiction by the presidency, by the Minister of Justice, because there's some finances that are involved. The South African Reserve Bank has also given jurisdiction to the court of the Diaspora. The Diaspora is a region. You have ECOWAS, you have SADC, you have all 5 regions, and we have this 6th region constituting of the Diaspora. The Diaspora are Africans that were taken out of this land in ancestry for them to work and labor other lands in other continents. They are coming home. All the royal kingdoms have opened their doors for the African diaspora to come home and connect with their ancestors in their ancestral lands. That is what is happening in each and every kingdom in the African region. We are Africans, we are one. The reality of being one is the reality of talking one language and having one common understanding. The police officials were called when the people that were assisting us inside were saying that this is beyond our level. Because when we entered this building, we said we are here to see the president or any person in his office concerning these documents. When we get inside, they think we are here, they want to say that we are here to deliver documents. We said, no, these documents have been delivered long time ago. You are in possession of this document, and then it has been communicated, including to all members of parliament, that within 72 hours since Friday, the people in this particular building must vacate this building for the kings and queens to occupy their building in accordance with law. So, reality is such that now, if this person who is a head of legal in this building wants to keep his job, he must appeal this particular thing, and it must be done so urgently. If not, understand it to be true that this is your building. Kings and queens, the union building unites all of you as the upper house. You will be doing nothing that is outside the context of the law when you occupy the union building as the Kingdom of KwaZulu. They will be united in the united buildings. And the democratic state that is written at chapter 1, section 1, will be functioning as a lower house from parliament. Kings and queens have formulated the African National Congress to ensure the return of their land and dignity. And such has been done, where you see myself and the ambassador going to the Free State High Court for when the kings were calling on the upper house and removing the top 7 of the ANC. A matter that is before a court in this administration that does not function, like the head of legal here who cannot function. In an event where he would be able to function, he would know that I must write an appeal to this court that gave this order. And he should not be earning a salary as a head of legal in this building. This building, we want matwetwes, eh? We want people who knows what is an appeal. We want people who knows what is a court order. We want people who knows what is executing and operating a court order. Do you see Lieutenant General Malungisa Sichongaye? Now, the military police were here, and they still here. You employed those people. They are busy obeying a manifestly illegal order. Something that is out of the context of their code of conduct. Because of your inability to stand before the world and tell them that the alleged dismissal of Mangolele was unfair. There is no DD1 that charges Mangolele for him to be qualified to be dismissed in any event. So stop dilly-dallying and stop lying to people and stop causing us to live lies. Now, coming back to this issue, I told the sergeant that was here, he was saying, no, you're no longer a member of military, I know everything about you. And then I said, if you know everything about me, you should be standing to attention right now. And he wanted to quat, and then I neglected him and carried on with my business. The business in which where now a body inside here was telling us, no, they will respond. Told him straight that when I got here, I showed the universe my terms of reference, why I'm here. I've recorded why I am here. And then I've explicitly read out the terms to the universe. And when you want to respond, please, whatever that you are saying, let me take a video, say it such that I don't have to repeat what you are saying. His Royal Majesty and the universe at large will see exactly what you are saying, and then will be in that particular context. So instead of doing that, you wanted me to talk to the head of legal. I said, I have nothing to say to the head of legal other than to operate and execute this court order. And in doing so, it's an issue where he knows I'm not going to be listening to any nonsense that a head of legal wants to talk or to continue doing ever since he has received these documents. These documents have been in court since 2022. This building paid lawyers to attend to this court. This building and everybody that is here, they know about this matter. It's just that they want to be playing in the dark, where you do not know. You will see one other video that I've already uploaded when I was inside, when a police official was telling me not to comply with the applicable terms of chapter 10 of the Constitution. You cannot be in a position where you tell me that I must not serve and defend the country and its people in accordance with the Constitution and the law. And I must do it in accordance with something that is somewhere in someone's brain. We don't work like that. We do things in accordance with the Constitution and the law. Kings and queens, this is your land. Stop saying, hey, they stole our one land. Your land is here. I'm standing on it. It's your land. You don't say, hey, what? The people that are working in here, they serve you. Read chapter 1, section 1. South Africa is one, comma, sovereign. Sovereignty is here. The kings. Democratic state. The democratic state is all of you. We are all under the kings and queens. That is the truth. We are not under some illusion. The Constitution favors the kings and queens and then it places them exactly where they must be. All that is required is your absolute discipline to abide and comply with the absolute terms or the applicable terms of the law. Section 1, chapter 1. Don't read in its entirety. Read just only South Africa is one sovereign democratic state and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. If you do not understand chapter 1, verse 1, you cannot understand that the Constitution is the supreme law. You cannot understand that all citizens are equally entitled to the rights and privileges. And you cannot understand any other thing that is outlined there if you cannot begin. This building exists to ensure accountability, openness, and responsiveness. Read section 1D of the Constitution. It will tell you why we have a multi-party system, democratic system. What is it there to ensure? And is that accountability happening? It's not. People cannot even account to a court order. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa could not come and abide by a subpoena that was issued in terms of Rule 38 to procure the evidence in which he failed to respond in court record to answer paragraph by paragraph why he must not renounce his right to be in office. That is done in law. His Royal Majesty King Letsetsa Moloi stood up and said, I want to see it done. And he saw it done, including him seeing judges running away from this particular reality. Like literally, running away. The no all rise, nothing. I've told you these things about it. And then the reality is such that lawfully, the ANC belongs to the kings and queens. If they want to say anything, go back to Bloemfontein and then answer what you must answer. Any other erudite person, any other legally inclined person, any other LLB qualified person, he knows where there is a notice of motion, a founding affidavit, and then that founding affidavit is followed by a answering affidavit. After the answering affidavit, there is a replying affidavit. And after that, there are other forms and services that include the practice notes, the heads of arguments, and everything that makes the matter ripe for hearing. The people that are currently occupying this office and being paid salary, they don't know that. They don't know that for each matter, you must answer each and every paragraph. They don't know. But you pay them a salary as if they know. So stop shooting yourself on the foot, South Africans. This is your land. This is your time. This is my service and defense of all of you in accordance with the Constitution, not in accordance with somebody else's head. And I tell all of you members of the Defense Force, I am a member of the Defense Force who did not obey a manifestly illegal order, as many of you are currently obeying it, but he is discharged. Have you seen a person being discharged without disciplinary hearing? And do you expect Wena to run the country or to defend the country that does not have discipline? That's why I say, Lieutenant General Malungisa Sichongaye, you sort yourself out. Time is now. I told you long time ago that it is time. Lungisa malungisa sitsho ngaye. Masitsho ngawe ukuthi wena ulungisilo obubuxoki buthethiwayo ngam ukuthi mna ndiqothiwe emsebenzini. Uyazi kakuhle ukuthi no formal procedure, not even a first defense document was filled to that effect. Then no one will come and tell you, I am the one who charged Mangolele for this offense. No one will come and tell you. They'll just only behind their backs because they are all cowards. That is why I have sent them for cowardice in court record. That is the truth. So good people, let us ensure that everything happens the way it should happen. Thank you. Let us ensure that everything it happens the way it should happen. Let us ensure that everybody gets paid their salary for doing their job. Let us not wish or imagine that the head of legal does not know, and every court order that you disagree with, you must appeal it. Let us be true to ourselves. First, true to oneself, and know exactly that this is your land, this is your father's land, this is your mother's land, this is our land. And we want peace in this land. When we'll give them again, Ambassador, if I may ask for advice, as to how many hours must we give them before we call all the kingdoms to come and fill this place and ensure that their kings and queens occupy this in accordance with the court order. Because this stance now was a peaceful one. You don't see anybody in here. If you want that, we will do that with millions of people here. Yes. And there's nothing you will do. Yes. Nothing! Yes. You understand? So please, advise us to how many hours I may give them. Ambassador.
Morley, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe that we should give them
Sorry?
my view is we should give them 7 working days
Okay.
to respond.
All right.
Failing which we will have to take action and bring the kings and the queens together.
I thank you. From the Peace Commission's chairman, it is exactly like that. 7 days you have. 7 days. We do it in peace, we're not doing it in fight. We are asking you to comply with Chapter 11 of the Constitution as security services. Not to shoot anybody that will be coming to claim their property in defense of criminals that do not want to comply with the Constitution. I am saying this to the security services. You are security services. You are Section 205 of the Constitution. I am Section 200 of the Constitution. You read the entire Constitution, you will understand me as you understand your job. So good people, 7 days. These people have to abide by the terms of reference. Alternatively, we shall engage in coming here, seeing the kings and queens entering here and giving direction from the Union. For God has indeed blessed Africa. Papa Ote.
Can we have a photo with this dog?